guys, I just got all the stuff I need for the Shimano MT200s, including the actual Shimano MT200s. I just took the back wheel off, and I'm gonna put the freewheel attachments on that, on the freewheel, obviously. So yeah, time lapse, I guess. Okay, I got the old brakes off, so that's good. These were so worn out. And yeah, now I can finally put on the new disc brakes back here. Update, turns out the freewheel attachments that go on the side right here, yeah, this is a 44 millimeter. I need a 34 millimeter. So that's different. It'll be fine. We'll be back on the project soon. Yeah, see ya. All right, I just got home from snowboarding, and the thing finally came. Yippee! The freewheel has arrived. Now I have everything laid out here, so we're gonna take the other freewheel and see the size differences. Looks a lot bigger already. The bike is out. I have the tools. I have the parts. This thing is gonna be freaking sweet. It is so cold, we are going to be assembling this in the Shimano MT200 brake to the actual attachments at the kitchen table because it's so cold. So, quick transition. Yeah. Alright, we are back and we have the stuff. Yeah, we have all the parts. And yeah, so I'm going to assemble this real quick. Be right back. Alright, I just finished the attachments on the Shimano MT200. This part will go on the axle, and then this goes on the hub of the rotor and stuff. Anyways, yeah, transition back outside. Alright, we are back outside. It is now time to put this on the bike. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna have to take this apart again and flip it the opposite way because it won't fit on the rotor. Back inside.
Hold on.
Alright, we're back and we need to take this apart because the caliper for the brake needs to come apart between the mounting bracket because this needs to go on the axle, but at the same time, this right here on the brake needs to slide into the rotor. So this can't go on the axle without it being on the rotor, and it doesn't slide on. So we need to take this apart and separate them and then put this on the axle first and take this other mounting bracket off and slide that on the rotor, and then we'll put it together once it's loosely put together, and we'll tighten it down and then it'll be fine. So yeah. Okay, newsflash. Parents are letting me bring my bike in here. This is crazy, dude. New information. Let's go. Alright, we are back. We are inside the house with admin's permission, and I have Poppy. Poppy, this is not sponsored, but it would be great for a sponsorship, just saying. Okay, this is the next day, right? This is Sunday, and it turns out it was working. We have everything plugged in and strapped on. It's all good, right? At least we thought. But down here, I'm gonna insert a clip like up here somewhere, yeah. But in there, it's the brake pad is like rubbing, and this is too small since this is a 160 millimeter. It needs to be 180 millimeters, so then it'll be able to like grab the rotor more, so the caliper will be able to grab more.
1 hour later.
All right, everybody. Basically, turns out the rotor already arrived, and I was working on the bike over here. My dogs are here. Hi, Folly. Anyways, yeah. But I found out in this caliper, this is the front, because we're not going to do a front rig. It looks so much nicer and cleaner and such a better space. And then on the back, if you look in there, it's like nothing and it's squeezing. So I'm going to cut all of these zip ties off with my little handy dandy tool right here. And we'll cut all those off because I think that's causing it to be pressure. And I think it's actually this thing right here that it's hold on to. And then the rotor came, so we'll put that on, and yeah, time lapse. Alright, so I took all the zip ties off. Now the brake is just there. But the only thing is because we thought I was pinching it, that's why it was clamped. Turns out the brake pads are just messed up in there. Like you guys can see, it's just no clearance at all whatsoever. And then one of the brake pads is actually shorter than the other. Like you can see, it's like half the size. So I really need to figure out how to change this and put those brake pads on here, which my dad's going to help me with that later. But I'm going to take the back wheel off and try to put the axle on, or the rotor, same thing, on the axle. So, yeah. All right, we got to go grab the tools real quick, though. All right, we are back. We have the tools. So let's get taken off that real wheel. But I probably need gloves, too, so my hands don't get grease on them. I just accidentally spilled water everywhere because I stubbed my toe. Alright, we're back. We have gloves so that our hands don't get covered in grease. Let's go. Just for now, just for now. I'ma step into my wrist on burn. Like this your city girl, but it's my world. Alright guys, I just finished putting on the new rotor. This is the 160, that's the 180. This is a difference between a 160 and a 180 millimeter rotor. It only seems like 20 millimeters, not a lot. But dude, that's a lot more circumference. And it's going to be a lot easier for the brake caliber of the Shimano T200 to grip against that. So then it'll be easier and stuff, yeah. And then I'll be able to switch the brake pads in there from there to there. So we should have this pretty done. If there's another hiccup, I might crash out, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, it's going good. Wait, yeah.
Took a break as we escaped to my Decatur love. Girl, your head is a dream and I'm ready to break you.
Alright guys, we just finished the actual transition. So we have this here, it's working really well. And now we're zip tying together the brake cable and stuff, so yeah. Alright, we just finished the bike. We had the cable all set up with the zip ties and everything. The brake is right here. It's a little bit rubbing, but it works perfectly. I'm going to put a clip up real quick of it, doing it. Also, I'm picking up, the space that we used to do all this in. And we switched out one of the brake pads on the caliber, like I said. Because this one, it's so, here, let me put it in the sun. But it's so chipped. It, the thing didn't even go on it. Yeah, no thanks, dude. Alright, so I'm relaxing and stuff, and I forgot to film, the ending of the video. I didn't get any, wheelie clips of me or anything during me riding today, but I did get, a few clips of my bike outside, so, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll put those up on the screen, and, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys on the next one. Bye. Just for now, just for now.
I'ma step into my wrist on burn. Like this your city